Welcome back to everybody. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you, and we got one for you today. We're going to look at some Heman. Well, not really Heman stuff, rip-off Heman. I wouldn't call, well, these aren't really rip-off. More like a generic trying to cash in on the Heman line. It's an action figure line released in Italy called Power Fighters. I don't know what it was about the Heman toy line. I mean, I understand why other companies try to rip it off, but there's so many rip-offs that use the same body type. Some of them look just like, look like they just took the molds of the bodies and remade them. And, when it comes to Kenner and Lucasfilm and some other lines, they were really on top of suing these companies. Mattel really didn't seem to care. Or maybe just thought that, they're making enough money with He-Man. These little toy companies, little side companies going to be here and gone tomorrow. They're not hurting their business, so maybe they didn't care when they tried to rip off He-Man. But He-Man is one of the most ripped off lines I've ever seen. Probably is the most that toy companies either try to make bootlegs of them or try to rip off the look. They get grandparents to buy them at Rivco's thinking they go with the He-Man figures. But we're going to jump over this toy company from Italy that made Power Fighters. Now let's take a look at the first one here. I guess is the He-Man of the line. It looks like the He-Man of the line. I could be wrong. I know he's not on the package, but he's got blonde hair and he comes with a sword. It's sticking out of his butt. Yeah, it's sticking out of his butt. Now I need to mention that these are non-toxic, so that means you can eat them, you can chew on the legs, and it won't harm you. Now these figures didn't have a name, so I'm not really sure. I mean, let's make up a name. This is kind of a He-Man look, so maybe instead of He-Man, maybe he'd be Guy-Man. Guy-Man, that doesn't sound. Maybe He-Man. Oh, I can't do He-Man. Let's see. He-Person. He-Guy. I think I'll go with He-Guy. I think that's what they should call him. He-Guy. That sounds weird. Maybe not. Let's look at this guy. Whoa, look at this guy. Look at his eyes all bulging off his head. He's got a weird body. I can't understand. I can't see if he's wearing a really tight, skin tight outfit, or is he just got a body that's a different color than his head and he's just wearing. I hope this is an outfit. If not, he's not wearing much to hide his privates. Gust of wind, then we're going to see everything. We're going to see London and France. But let's look around. He comes with a sword, but it's in another little package over to the side. That's right. Now I don't know what to call this guy. Well, he's got one metal hand, it looks like, so we could call him Metal Hand Man. Metal Hand Man. Maybe he's like real strong with that hand or something. Maybe you don't want to shake his hand on a bad day or something. I'm not really sure, but we'll call him Metal Hand Man, not Metal Head Man. Oh man, look at them eyes. Okay, look at this guy here. At first I thought, man, this is the man up the mini faces of the line, but the head doesn't turn, but it kind of reminds me of that. It does look like the guy on the package, so maybe he is the hero of the line. And he comes with a sword also over to the side. What do we call? I can call this man Trash Can Man Head. He looks like a trash. No, you know what he looks like? I don't know what they're called. There's like a little stool. You always see them in the library. They got wheels on them until you stand on them and it presses them down. You know what I'm talking about? They always have like a hole in the middle of them. That looks like what he's wearing. I would call this library stool head man, because I don't know what else you call that thing. Library stool head man. I don't know. That might be too long of a title. I'll let you decide in the comments section below. And let's look at this one. Woo, look at this guy here. He comes with that. What's that thing? I seen it in like medieval times and stuff. It's like a stick with bumps on the end of it. And, really like it really hurts. But he comes with that, whatever that is. He doesn't, like the guy on the package comes with a battle axe. No, he doesn't come with a picture of his wife. I mean, he comes with a battle axe, but I haven't seen anybody with a battle axe yet. This guy's wearing red shoes. Who wears red shoes? What are we going to call this guy? He's got kind of an insect look, kind of a bee or a bug, Ant-Man look. Ant-Man, could call him Ant-Man. No, how about Ugly Face Man? Could call him that. No, I think this was more. I don't know. He's got like a really insect look to Insect Man. We'll go with Insect Man. I didn't think of these ahead of time, so that's the best I can come up with. Insect Man. How about this one right here? Here's this guy here. It looks like a piece of chocolate bar, if you ask me. He's wearing yellow shoes. Yes, yellow shoes and yellow arm bracelet. This guy loves yellow. At least his skin tone seems to match his body tone. I don't really know what to call this man. Everything that pops in my head, you two might say he's racist, but I was going to say chocolate man. That might sound a little racist, but I was talking about chocolate. He looks like chocolate. He looks like chocolate and butter. I don't know why. Maybe that's just me. His little apron's pushed to the side, and I can see his nether regions, but I don't know what to call this guy. I think this guy just be Steve. I think if I ran this toy company, I would just call this guy Steve. Let's look at another one right here. Whoa, I guess this is the beast man of the line. He comes with a sword with a little handle on it and everything. Looks more like a big old long knife. Again, he's non-toxic, and it looks like he's wearing Ugg boots. Remember those Ugg boots? I didn't know they had them in the 80s, but I guess so, because I think this line was like mid-80s to late 80s, probably closer to the middle 80s. I don't know what to call this guy. It looks like he's wearing the He-Man's clothes from the first figure. I don't know, maybe it's just me. It looks like his butt's backwards. You know his butt, crotch area right there? It looks like it's turned around, facing the wrong way. It looks more like a butt than a nut. I don't know, but let's see what we can call this guy. I can call this Lizard Face Man or Lizard Man. We'll just call him Lizard Head Man, Lizard Head Man. And here's another one. Kind of looks like a Mandalorian, doesn't it? I like this kind of robot guy. He comes with a sword also. Wearing the red, just like the first one. And it's got some Ugg boots on also. And this is... I guess I would call this, what we did, Metal Hand. We could do Metal Man. That sounds too much like the other one. Robot Man. Robotastic. I'm going to call him Robotastic. That's what I would call him if I worked for this line. Part of it's fantastic and it's a robot and Robotastic. That's what I come up with. Let's look at one more from the line. I don't know exactly what this one's going for. He's got a weird, look like he's got little Mickey Mouse ears. His butt's look like his own backwards also. And he comes with a battle axe. Again, not his wife. He's come with a battle axe to play with, a little axe to chop up some wood with. And I don't know what to call this guy right here. He's really looking, he's got a weird thing on his head, Mickey Mouse ears. What do we call this guy? Earhead man? I don't know. I can't really think of this one right here off the top of my head. I'll let you come up in the comment section. And let's look at the back of the package. Not much here. Not a checklist, not anything. No barcode, no information. None of that stupid warning stuff that you're not going to read that's printed in 3 different languages. It's nothing. Just a generic piece of cardboard. Now, I didn't mention this before, and it needs to be mentioned. These are die cast. I don't understand why kids want to play with die-cast action figures. Maybe some little metal ones I can understand, but why you can't throw them in your room because you're going to put a dent in the wall. You can't throw them at your sister. You're going to put her in a coma for 3 weeks. You can't even leave them outside. They're going to get all rusted. I don't know why these... I usually see a lot with these generic bootleg rip-off companies. They make them die-cast. It's cheaper to make. It seems like cheap plastic would be easier, but maybe die-cast is... Maybe metal is easier. I don't know why... They would want to make. I don't know why a kid would want to play with metal action figures and why they made metal action figures. But that's a look at Power Fighters. That's right, Power Fighters, an Italian company that I believe tried to cash in on some He-Man sales. You might tell me, hey, Power Fighters is a great cartoon over in Italy that you used to watch it growing up. Maybe you did. I didn't. I didn't watch Italian. I wasn't from Italy. I know it sounds like I'm from Italy, but I wasn't. The only thing I know about Italy is they got ice. That's the only thing I know. They like their ice. That's all I can really tell you right there about Italy. But let me know, did you have these as a kid? I'll be surprised if you did. I'll be surprised if you did. But maybe you did. Who knows? Maybe you did. Or maybe you're like, I got to get these. These look good. They would look good in my He-Man collection fighting Tri-Santa 4. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. Thumbs up on my content. Subscribe to the channel. We'll talk again.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.